girl. Yes. Say hi, Sarah. Hello. Thank you. Yes, I know the feeling. Really? Oh, see, I thought that she had Mason's eyes and my mouth. No? All right, fine, whatever you say. She's signing, too. Who's that? See, what's wrong, huh? What's wrong? What? Of course you belong here. Well, what, sweetheart, you want to go play? Oh, you're good. Okay. You don't have to stay here if you don't feel at home. But I think you will. And I think that I can help you. Oh, believe me, Sarah, God will understand. I know. But wait a minute. That's my clothes. That's all right. I will buy you a new dress. Something in black, fine. Very funny. Come here, monkey. Come here. Come here, monkey. Oh, gosh. We're happy you're here.
We should have never let Sarah leave here.
Stop thinking of yourself and think about Sarah. That's what Julia is doing.
It is much, much too dangerous. We are all at risk now. How do we know we can trust Julia? We don't even know her.
Yeah, well, we know that what we were doing was wrong. It was wrong.
Do you think that it is wrong to want to protect someone who needs our help?
Well, we weren't helping her, though. You see, we were trying to get Sarah to forget what happened here, and what she needs to do is confront it if she's ever going to really be healed.
And you believe that Julia Wainwright is the person to help her accomplish this? No, I believe that the only thing that Julia Wainwright is really interested in is avenging Mason Capwell's death.
I don't think that's true. I think maybe that's why she came here originally. But now, from her experience with Sarah, I think everything that she's doing for Sarah is motivated out of real compassion, not self-interest.
I'm curious to see how enthusiastic you are when Julia turns Sarah over to the police.
I don't think that's what's going to happen.
You better pray that it doesn't. Because if Sarah goes to prison, how long do you think she'll survive? Good morning.
Yeah, is it?
You don't look too good.
No, I don't feel too good. I think I picked up a bug or something.
Well, then why don't you get back into your bedroom? I'll fix you some breakfast and serve it to you in bed, just like in a hotel.
I'm not really very hungry. I think I'll just get some juice.
Oh, come on, just lie down here then. I got the paper, you can read it, and I'll go out and squeeze some oranges for you.
No, really, Mingley, you don't have to do that.
I'll stay home all day. It'll be just like having your own private nurse.
No, you go out and do whatever you have planned. Andrea's gonna call in sick, and she'll take care of me.
So you're sure you won't be needing me?
No, yeah, I'm sure. We'll do just fine.
Okay.
Leaving for the maid.
We don't have a maid.
So we'll get a maid. Come back to bed.
Wait a second, what are you doing? Are you going for the new indoor world record?
Well, only for this place. Once we get to the new place, we can go for a new record.
You know, I like a man with motivation, but this is ridiculous. We have a month before we can start making babies, okay?
Well, I think that I'm going to need a lot of training, you know?
Well, then I think maybe we should put you in a very rigorous training schedule.
Okay, the more rigorous, the better. You are really looking forward to starting this family, aren't you?
Actually, for the very first time, I feel really happy about it.
Well, I hope you won't get your hopes up too high too soon.
Well, they're very high. And I don't want to hear any discouraging words out of you. As a matter of fact, I think it'd be better if you didn't talk at all. Just not at all. You're in training, so you gotta be quiet.
Okay, that's okay with me. That's all right. Where are we going to pick this training up at, huh?
Well, I know where we could start.
Well, there's a good idea.
Yeah.
Start there, we'll move on to here.
And after some limbering up, we can do some push-ups. Not the Army regulation kind.
Oh, the agony of training.
This isn't at all what I ordered. What's the point of phoning ahead if all I met with is incompetence?
I'm sorry, sir. I'll try to fix it.
No, don't try. Just fix it.
Hi. Was there a problem, Daddy?
Used to see what they're trying to pass off as breakfast. This place never heard of a Maui onion. Look at my juice. It's filled with seeds.
Oh, you never change, do you, Daddy? Everything has to be exactly the way you want it.
Some people are willing to settle for mediocrity, but for me, that's not good enough.
Or for your children.
I don't notice that you've suffered so much from my vigilance. If you want to talk about your brother...
No. No, Daddy, I don't. As a matter of fact, I don't have much time to talk, period. So if you could just get right to the point of your calling me here.
All right. I want to make it clear to you. Just because I've joined the hospital as new chief of surgery, there's no reason for you to expect special privilege.
Good. I want to be treated just like any other doctor on the staff. My chief concern is that you won't be able to do that.
You anticipate problems working together?
Come on, Daddy. In the past, we could hardly exchange 5 words without getting into an argument. And, from what I've seen, you haven't changed very much.
Neither of you. You're still stubborn and willful.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, I have a very strong feeling this isn't going to work out.
What are we supposed to do? We're going to be working together very closely. We can't just avoid each other.
I realize that. That's why I'm considering putting in a transfer to another hospital.
I'm sorry, Andrea. I really am. I know this doesn't give you much time, but I really need you in Los Angeles as soon as you can leave. Yes. Yes, that's right. Well, the plane gets into LAX at 5:30 after a 12-hour flight, and I want you there to meet that little boy so you can help, well, you know, help with the parents and customs, the usual. Yes, the parents will meet you at the gate. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry once again for the inconvenience. Yes, call me when you get back. Goodbye.
Good. No problem. I'll have all day to work with Kane with no interruptions.
You've had weeks to finish your job. I can't send Andrea on these fool's errands indefinitely.
I can't do anything when she's hanging around all day.
I don't want excuses, Ming Lee. I want results. This is taking entirely too long. Apparently, I've overestimated your capabilities. Kane isn't falling for it, is he?
I've told you before, these things take time.
Yes, you've told me before, over and over again. Maybe this is just a stall. Maybe your emotions are getting in the way of your mission. Are you going soft on me, Ming Lee?
This isn't the Army, Major. You can't expect me to obey orders.
I expect exactly that. And if you think I'm being difficult now, just try crossing me.
I'm not afraid of you.
You stupid girl. You should be.
Oh, Ming Lee. Hi, what are you doing here? Hello, Miss Lane.
Ming Lee just stopped by to pay a social call. This is about the 4th time she's come by to thank me for arranging the reuniting of, well, herself and Kane. I try to get it through her head that no thanks are necessary, but she insists on coming over.
Major's such a kind man.
Oh, I certainly agree with that. Well, how are you doing? You know, it must be difficult
Excuse me for
you.
interrupting, Victoria, but I promised Kane I would have Ming Lee back as soon as possible. Kai, would you please get the car? Ming Lee, let me walk you out.
Goodbye.
I'll take care of yourself.
What is next on the program?
More of the same. Practice, practice, practice.
It's good to see the lady so happy.
Well, it's good to feel this way.
You, excited about the new house?
Yeah, I'm actually very excited about it. But I'm gonna miss this place. It was the beginning for us. There's a lot of special times here.
We'll make the new place special, too. Starting with some more of the special training.
You know, we cannot do this all the time.
Well, you said it. You said practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, well,
I told you.
I'm gonna have to try to find something to fill my time before we decide to start a family.
Well, when you move, you're going to have your hands full with the new house for a while.
Yeah, but I told myself when I was in Paris that I was not going to sit by every month waiting to see if I was pregnant or when we were going to start a family. I need something, you know, a project. I don't know, something.
What about your job at Capital Enterprises? I thought you were happy there.
Well, you know, I like working for Daddy, but it's a job. I sit behind a desk. I mean, there's a ton of people who could do exactly the same kind of work that I'm doing right now. I think I need something more individual, you know? Something that's not so 9 to 5.
Yeah, well, trust me. When the babies start coming, a lot of that need will be fulfilled.
In the meantime, I'd like to have something to fill my time with. Are you listening to me?
I'm trying.
I just want to do something that's going to make me happy.
Or whatever you decide, it's okay with me, you know that.
You know I couldn't do it without you. And I wouldn't want to try.
Well, you seem a little stronger than last time I saw you. Are you feeling better?
Excuse us. How is she?
Well, physically, she's fine. She's fine, but emotionally, she still seems real nervous.
Well, I'm doing what I can to make her feel comfortable. I'm just not sure that she trusts me completely yet.
Yeah, well, hopefully in a little time, that'll pass. You know, there's some exercises that I know that'll help her relax. Maybe you could practice them with her?
I'll do anything I can to help. Excuse me 1 minute. Father. Hi.
I hope this isn't inappropriate. I just wanted to check up on how Sarah's doing.
Not at all. Come in.
Heather, how's Sarah?
She's better. She's not 100% yet, but she's better than she was.
Sarah? No hello for me? No. I'm not angry at you. Why would... No. The dress is all right. I'm happy that you're feeling better. Heather and Julia, they're taking good care of you.
You know, I should really get going. I don't want to be late for our father's first official day at the hospital.
Yeah, I heard about that. What's going on with him?
Oh, well, I'll call you later, Michael. I'll give you all the grisly details. I gotta go.
Listen, thanks a lot, Heather. I appreciate you coming by.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, what is this about your father?
You don't want to hear about it.
Another demon from the past?
Yeah, something like that. How is Sarah adjusting to the change?
As well as can be expected for someone who's been locked up for a long period of time.
Well, I did let her come here. I think maybe that absolves me of some guilt.
It's not for me to decide, is it?
What did you say to Heather?
Nothing much. I told her that Sarah had some problems from the past that needed to be resolved.
All right, you can't tell Heather or anyone any more than that. We've got to protect Sarah from prosecution. She couldn't survive going to jail.
Did you find anything strange about Ming-Li when she was here?
No, I don't think so.
Well, she seemed uncomfortable, kind of scared, and she had this look in her eyes.
Well, I know the look you mean. I've seen it in the eyes of thousands of refugee children just like Ming-Li. They've seen things no child should ever have to witness. It never goes away, though. Not completely.
Well, it's not quite what I meant. This was something more immediate. I don't think it had anything to do with a war memory.
Well, I'm afraid in Ming-Li's case that memories of the war are never too far from her thoughts.
Considering what she's been through, Kane has done a wonderful job. He's been a terrific father. You know, she's adjusting so well.
You know, I've been responsible for reuniting lots of families, Victoria, but unfortunately, not all the endings are happy ones.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring up a painful memory.
Having you here is a graceful reminder to me that the present is always much more pleasant than the past. And with that in mind, I would like to suggest that you and Chip and I take a dip in the pool before lunch. The doctor said swimming was very therapeutic for your recuperation.
Yeah, that sounds great, but I have an appointment at the hospital in a half hour. The pool's got to wait.
Well, then I'll have Kai
No,
drive you
it's
into
really-
town.
it's
Please,
not-
Victoria, Kai would be very disappointed if you refused.
I'll get my things.
Did you see Ming Lee safely home?
Yes. And Kane's car was in the drive.
Good. Let's just hope they make the best of the time together.
Hey, where you been? I've been looking all over for you.
I've been here working. Why?
Because I miss you. When's your next break?
I don't know. Actually, I have a patient waiting right now.
Hey, wait a minute. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just running late. Have you seen my dad around here anywhere?
I don't even want to talk about your father. The man has taken over this place, Heather. He just pulled a hit and run in post-op. He shuffled all the teams without any explanation. He knocked Mandel off the rotation and canceled my next 2 days off. I'm telling you, the guy's a maniac. You got to talk to him, Heather. Tell him to chill out.
Not me.
Hey. I was kidding. Well, it's just that I had great plans for the two of us for those 2 days.
Scott, you know what? I don't want my father to know about us.
What?
I don't want him to see us talking together. I don't want to have to deal...
Wait a minute. I didn't know that his opinion of your personal life was that important to you. Do you do everything that he tells you to do?
Scott, of course not, but I just...
But what? What, is it that my social standing isn't sufficiently impressive enough for the great Dr. Donnelly?
Is there anything that you don't take personally?
Heather, your father is an arrogant, egotistical,
Scott,
self-centered son of a...
I know exactly who my father is and what he does.
Are you afraid of him? Is that it?
I don't have time to talk to you about this right now.
I don't care what your father thinks. I care about you.
You know what? You'd better care, Scott. Everything you said about my father is true, but he happens to be the best surgeon you're ever going to work with. Don't try to fight him, Scott. You'll lose.
I doubt he has, but let's see if he's filed a change of address with the IRS or the post office. Maybe he has a P.O. box somewhere where he's getting mail. Yeah, anything. Okay, you'll get back to me? Great.
What are you doing up? You're supposed to be in bed.
Well, we've got this thing called a mortgage, which I have to have this job so I can pay for it. I've got to keep working.
You can't be working. Look at you. Bet you have a fever.
Ming Lee.
See, I told you, you're burning up.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine.
Well, where's Andrea? I thought she was supposed to be taking care of you.
She had to go to L.A. on business.
Then I'll be your nurse. Glad I came home early. I'll fix you a nice pot of my special tea, and I'll give you a nice, soothing alcohol rub to bring down the fever. Work the soreness out of these muscles of yours.
Ming Lee, look, I don't want a back rub. I don't need any help. I just want to be left alone so I can do my work, okay? I don't even know where I was now.
Sorry, Kane. I don't mean to make you angry, but it's just that I'm worried about you.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to bark at you.
I know it sounds selfish, but if anything should happen to you, what's going to become of me?
Look, nothing is going to happen to me, I promise.
Well, then let me help you then. Let me put some papers in order for you or make some phone calls. Do something.
You're not going to give up, are you?
Nope.
Okay, why don't you get me some juice and some aspirin, okay?
Right away. I'll be right back then.
were so young, Julie. So beautiful. I haven't forgotten. I'll keep you alive always.
Hi.
Victoria, you want to speak to me?
Yeah, I need a refill on that pain prescription that you gave me.
Well, we spoke about that the other night at the auction. Those pills are not meant to conceal the pain. Now, I don't think I have to tell you this, but there is a possibility that they can become addictive.
Oh, boy, you know, thank you for the vote of confidence. I'm not addicted to the pills.
Well, I didn't say that, but since you do have a past history of drug dependency, we have to be very careful.
Well, sure, I just need them to sleep.
Well, if you're having trouble sleeping, I'd rather you talk to Heather Donnelly. She can recommend some relaxation techniques.
You know, I don't know what the big deal is. I'm not addicted to these pills. I need them for pain.
Victoria, I'm really concerned about this pain. Why don't you come into the hospital? We'll do a thorough examination, all right? We'll run a few tests, and then we'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay, fine. You know, I will be happy to come in for some tests, but until then, I need some relief.
All right. I'll write you another prescription, but without the narcotics this time.
Is it going to be strong enough?
Well, it'll lessen the pain until the tests. That's what you want, right?
I am very well aware of what could happen to Sarah if the DA finds out about this. This is just the thing Timmons likes to sink his fangs into.
Well, we can't let that happen.
It won't. I will do everything I can to keep her presence a secret. And since I work in the DA's office, I might be able to pull a little rank.
You work in the DA's office and you're willing to risk your job for somebody? I thought everybody that worked in that office had to be corrupt and incompetent.
That describes Timmons to a T.
I'm worried about Sarah. I can't help it. She's very vulnerable right now. Would it be all right if I spoke with her a little more?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Sarah. You left it. You want it? Sarah. I'm sorry. I was wrong to lock you up. And I was wrong to not get help for you before now. Please, forgive me.
She's exhausted, and it's going to take some time, right? But we'll do it.
Okay, maybe I should go. You'd feel more comfortable?
It's all right. You can stay if you want to. What do you think will happen to Sarah? Do you think she'll go back to the convent?
I certainly hope so. She's missed, and she's a wonderful sister. Not as wonderful as Sister Rebecca, of course. I mean, there was a real calling.
Well, I have a confession to make.
Oh, no, not another one.
Well, I based my whole portrayal from Audrey Hepburn in a nun story.
I see. Well, you're very pretty when you smile. You were so serious at the convent.
I always thought that it was a sin to laugh in church.
Nothing that expresses joy with such beauty would ever be a sin.
Dr. Newman, Dr. John Newman. Why didn't you order a second series of tests in the Walters case?
Because as his doctor, I didn't feel it was indicated. If I did, I would have.
You got a lot to learn, Clark.
Really? Such as?
Such as? It's standard operational procedure in any hospital to run a backup on the blood work.
Well, I didn't feel it was necessary.
You say. But I'm not at all satisfied that your reading on the preliminary results was accurate.
Well, I am satisfied. And Mr. Walters is responding beautifully to treatment. Additional testing seemed unnecessary, not to mention costly to the patient.
Nowhere near as costly as a malpractice suit. Listen, Doctor. Medicine is a business as well as a science. You'd better get that through your head. Well, the first time one of your patients goes into systemic shock because of your negligence, you're going to be facing a big lawsuit. On my service, you do things my way.
Excuse me, but
No buts. You do it. Or get out.
Well, that is strange.
What's strange?
Well, I couldn't get Kane at the office, and he was supposed to call me about an hour ago on a case he's working on. I mean, maybe you ran into a problem or something.
Hey, why don't you just take some time off and worry about yourself for a change?
I thought that's what wives are for.
Oh, yeah, that's all we're for.
Actually, I do think about myself quite a lot. I was thinking to myself when I bought that new house, I was thinking of the way I'm going to feel when I see you. You know, you're going to have a certain look on your face when I carry you over the threshold. You know?
You're awfully
I barely went to see
romantic.
it. I bet you that's the real estate lady now.
Oh, Rhonda.
Eden, you behave. Hello? Just talking about you. Come on in. I'd like you to meet my Mrs. This is Eden Capo Castillo. This is Rhonda Rhodes.
You're a very lucky woman, Mrs. Castillo.
Oh, are you referring to our new house or my husband?
Both, of course.
So, you have some papers for us to sign?
Yeah, right here. I just need both your signatures right here on the bottom.
Okay, well, you got it. Okay. I believe that's for you right there, darling. There you go.
Okay. Great. I'll file these with the county office, and it looks like you're the proud owners of a new house. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Really, you'll send us a copy?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
And I hope you enjoy it.
We will. Thanks again for everything.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy it. P.S. We will, and you're not invited. You believer?
We took a pen, though. I feel a little good about that.
Hold these. Pick these up. Don't break them.
Oh, I wouldn't
Forget
want to
about it.
break them, you know, because then we could drink out of them better. Oh, don't do that.
Well,
What are you going to
they
do?
don't make these like they used to. They work now or something. This is to our new house. We earned it.
Sarah, it's all right. It's only a dream, a bad dream. Sarah, it's over. It's over.
No problem. You meeting at the hospital?
It was for me, Michael. I had to get out of there. I was going to scream.
But don't tell me Dad's making problems for you.
Don't tell me that surprises you.
Yeah, it does. But the two of you were getting along fine.
Well, as long as I didn't buck him. I just learned to keep my mouth shut. Peace at any price.
I never knew that.
You know, I hated the way that he treated you. When you two would get in a fight when I was a kid, I would get the worst pain in my stomach.
Thank you, but, I mean, my battle with him is as it was and as it ever shall be. You do not have to take it on.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to take it on either, Michael. He has no right to do
Look,
that.
well, I gave up trying to figure out why a long time ago, all right? It's not worth it. Trust me. What has he done to you?
I don't know, Michael. It's nothing specific. It's just so uncomfortable working with him at the hospital. You have no idea. That's why I called you. You're the only person in the world who'd understand.
I do, believe me. As a priest, I don't usually recommend a sofa for these discussions, but as a psychiatrist, you might feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, that's another thing that I hated him for. Separating you and me when we were kids, when he divorced Mom. I mean, you were already grown up. You were a teenager. I was still a little kid. I missed you.
Well, I missed you, too.
Really?
Yeah, I know I missed you. Really, I did. Now, come on, we're getting off track here. Dad is making you uncomfortable at the hospital, and I want to know why.
I don't know. It's nothing that I can really just say exactly what it is, you know? I've always lived in his shadow. And, you know, he's a good name, a big name in medicine. You know, nothing that you would have read about in the papers or anything yet, but in the medical world, he's very highly esteemed.
Okay, fine. So his shadow looms large.
Yeah, it's more like a cloud, Michael. And it's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I can deal with it.
Well, I do. I have no doubts about it. You can.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to.
Don't you let him do that to you. You're doing what you want. You are a doctor.
Michael, I'm a resident.
All right.
Daddy's the first one to tell you that ranks me just below human in the classification.
All right, but we don't care what he thinks. What we care about is what you think, okay? You're no longer Daddy's little girl. You're grown up. You're a woman of independent means, all right? And you are doing a very good job of living your own life. Come on, don't do that. You are. You are doing a great job. And if he can't deal with that, then that's his problem. It's not yours.
Want to bet?
Do I have to have a fight with him about this? All right. I didn't think I did.
You know, you always did stick up for me.
Not always. I remember a couple of good fights.
Yeah, but it was nothing serious.
Freddie was serious. Freddie?
Oh, God, Freddie. Oh, I forgot.
I'll never forget the look on your face.
You're right. You're right. That one was serious. Oh, my God, this isn't happening.
Let me do it.
No, Michael, that's okay. I'll take care of it. Hi, Daddy. What a surprise.
They told me at the hospital you'd signed out for home. Hi, Michael, I didn't know you were here. Well, you can join us.
Join us? I didn't know we had plans.
We don't. I was just on my way to check out the yacht club. They've invited me to join, and thought maybe you'd like to come along. And
I don't know if I can, Daddy.
Oh, come on. What else do you have to do?
Actually, she has quite a lot to do. Look, let me know what fits into your schedule. We'll have lunch or dinner, okay? I really want to see you.
All right.
Okay.
I'll call you. Thanks, Michael.
Wait a second, Michael. I'm not stupid and I'm not blind. Don't you think you've carried this too far?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I came here to Santa Barbara to be with my children. But if we keep running out the door, every time we find ourselves in the same room together, I might as well be in Boston. Oh, come on, Michael. You're still the class clown. I'd have thought Rome would frown on that.
Excuse me, I don't remember you having any contact with me for the last 5 years. or expressing even the slightest interest in me. So I don't understand why I'm supposed to get so excited about the offer of going to the yacht club with you.
I'm trying to tell you that I want to change all that.
Daddy, please.
With both of you.
Why? Just out of curiosity,
What difference does it make why I want to change it? I want to change it. The point is, I'm here. I want to spend time with you. I want to be part of your lives. Heather and I will be working together. But listen, if it's all right with you, I just would like to come and visit your church.
Daddy, I can maybe go with you. Wait till you see Michael in action. He's great.
I'll bet he is.
Well, you're welcome. I find it difficult that you're really interested in coming. I seem to remember you always bragging that you hadn't been to church since your wedding day.
A man can change, can he?
Yeah, so I'm told.
Chip, honey, I'll be there in a minute. Sweetheart, I'll be there in a minute. Mama just has to wait for these pain pills to work. These aren't gonna work. These are just not strong enough. Chip, would you be quiet? I'll be there in a minute.
Dory, are you all right? I heard Chip crying.
I'm gonna go to him in a minute. I'm just waiting for this pain to go away.
Well, maybe I should go.
I said I will do it. He's not gonna die if he doesn't get his food for 5 minutes.
Victoria, you sure you're okay?
I'll be all right. I'll be fine. I'm just going stir crazy. I had to get out of here to forget how I'm feeling. Can we get a lunch or something?
Well, yes. Are you sure you're feeling up to it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, look, I'm feeling much better. It's gonna help to get out of here. Can Kai watch the baby for a little bit?
Yes, certainly. I'm sure that will be fine. I'll get the car.
Thanks.
You and I have got to talk.
Scott, I don't have time right now. Can you please just... Scott, I'll come down to the hospital and we'll talk to you then.
This can't wait.
Heather, who was it? Clark, what are you doing here?
Hello, Dr. Donnelly. Heather and I are working on a case together, and I needed to consult with her on something.
Oh, really? I have this crazy idea that's what telephones are for.
He needed to get a file. In fact, I was going to bring it down to him later. I'm sorry you wasted a trip.
So am I. See you back at the hospital, Doctor.
So what was that all about?
Just what it looked like.
You probably haven't noticed, but I don't really like that young man. I don't like him at all. You two aren't getting involved, eh?
Daddy, please. No, we are not getting involved.
Good. Because I have this vague but powerful intuition that our young Dr. Clark is not going to last at the hospital very much longer.
We all have our demons, don't we?
Forgive me, Father. Please forgive me.
I'd go easy on that if I were you. Maybe you should switch to mineral water. I don't think that goes very well with the pills you're taking.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's a new prescription. It's nothing stronger than aspirin, a couple drinks. Not gonna hurt.
You barely touched your lunch? Aren't you hungry?
Oh, no, I guess I'm excited about being out.
Oh, well, look who's here. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, don't get up.
No, why don't you join us?
No. Eden just got back from Europe. I'm sure she wants to be alone with Cruz.
Oh. Yeah, we just wanted to drop by the table and see how you're doing.
I'm fine. Fine, really.
Chip's doing okay?
Oh, yeah, keeping me really busy.
You're keeping us both busy. I haven't been this exhausted since boot camp.
Oh.
I know. He is a handful, isn't he? I was thinking of stopping by later and maybe saying hello to him.
I'm sorry. Today's really not a good day. Why don't you give me a call?
Sure. Whenever. Please do tell him that his daddy loves him.
Yeah. Maybe we can get together soon. We just bought a new house. We're hoping we're going to have a nice housewarming party.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll look forward to it.
Okay, you take care.
Bye. Well, I'm starved. What about you? What are you gonna have, Cruz? Are you all right?
Sure, I'm worried about Tori.
I'm Tom Brokaw. Tonight on NBC Nightly News, from the National Convention of the Democrats in Atlanta, peace breaks out between Jesse Jackson and Mike Dukakis. What are the consequences for the Democratic Party? What about the Republicans? How will this affect their chances in the fall? Also, the special prosecutor's report on Attorney General Edwin Meese is out, and it contains some damaging information. I'll have these stories, plus the insufferable weather across much of the country, tonight on NBC Nightly News.